And Joe, I keep coming on here and I got to keep reiterating that, hey, the NFL found a way to make Thursday night football entertaining. Amazon Prime found a way to make people click on features that they shouldn't be clicking on. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I see some stuff. I see some stuff I wasn't supposed to see. All 22s. I'm just supposed to be a regular average fan of the NFL. I'm not supposed to see all 22s and see when people are wide open or see when my quarterback missed a play. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that. I just want to curse my quarterback out and say, what happened there? Or cuss out the wide receiver, when you at home. But Thursdays, Prime, they get you things in 2 days. They might get you something overnight. And just like your football games, they're going to get it to you right then and there. We got a special guest backstage. He wants to
Okay.
talk about the game as well. But Joe, before we bring up our guests, I just want to I just, I just want to get. I wanted to get you ready. That I got to get the cheering button because I see you. I see producers backstage working. So you
Okay,
good?
I see.
All right.
Yes, sir. Let's
So
get them up
if you
there. Let's
good,
go.
all right. Let's get our guests up here. Welcome, Devore. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? I cannot wait for tonight's episode.
Oh man, what's up, the boy?
Hey, here to talk about these Eagles, man. Set it up.
All right. Well, with that being said, look,
Forward leg.
34-17. The Eagles. The Giants defeated the Eagles. I'm about to say the Eagles defeated the Giants. That's how my
Oh,
mind is. It was wired to go that way, but obviously the game wasn't. Jackson Dart and Scatterbo has now put the NFL on notice that, hey, these young rookies are here. It's something about the NFC East and rookie quarterbacks and their running backs. That duo, because we've seen RG3 and Alpha Morris. We've seen Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Now is it going to be Jackson Dart and Scatterbo? We don't know. But before we get to that, Joe, I don't know if you did this on purpose, but
okay.
if you can see how you got the banner, it say the Eagles' biggest problem is dot dot dot, and then it's the Giants logo. I don't know if you did that on purpose, but but it's a Giants fan somewhere smiling. Devore, let me ask you this, man. What do you think is the biggest problem with the Eagles?
The biggest problem with the Eagles is that they're too busy trying to. It's a two-parter. Number one is the quarterback. That's number one. Unfortunately, the Eagles' offense is simple, where it's either Saquon Barkley running the ball or it's going to be Jalen Hurts running the ball, or unless somebody's running wide open, nobody else is going to be getting the ball. And that has trickled down to the receivers where they running routes every single play. That's a pass play, and they not getting the ball. And one thing about a wide receiver, everybody's played wide receiver, whether it be on the collegiate level or whether it be backyard. If you consistently going out there running a route and the ball ain't finding you, you get frustrated. And over the past couple of weeks, it has been getting louder as far as the issue with the wide receivers. And I feel like it's coming down to a leadership problem with Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts, where, look, this is what we do. We run the football, and that's how we play. We can't sit back and get outside of our comfort zone and try to force the ball to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. And it's getting to the point where it's starting to cost them games.
Mm.
Joe?
Oh, okay. I was expecting more, but before you see you want to say anything to the comments before we move on? Oh no, you good. I know AJ got a lot to say. AJ is upset about something.
No comment. Hey,
Okay,
I said
okay,
what I needed to say.
all right. So before I go, I do want to say this. I don't think the Eagles are in panic mode. Let me say that. People are panicking like the sky is falling. I don't think the sky is falling in Philly. All right. But I do think there are some issues there that need to be addressed that fans are ignoring. All right. Now, who's the biggest problem? It's two problems: the offensive line and Jalen Hurts. And this is from this game. I'm talking about the Giants and the Eagles game. I hear people saying, call some better plays. I'm not blaming the OC for what happened yesterday. Because when they had dialed up, stuff was there. They just didn't execute what was dialed up. So let's talk about Hurts right now, right? Jalen Hurts right now, he has the sixth most time to throw the ball than anybody in the NFL. 6 most. All right. So he has time in the pocket. Number 2, he throws the ball. He says he's 27th between all starting quarterbacks, 27th in pass attempts. So you don't throw the ball a lot. Now, don't get me wrong. Against the Broncos, he threw the ball 38 times. This game, he threw the ball about 33 times. All right, so he threw the ball a lot the last 2 games. Now, this is a crazy stat right here, y'all. Did you know that Jalen Hurts is dead last when it comes to starting quarterbacks and passes as 10 plus yards or more? Dead last. So you don't throw the ball down the field that much. Receivers, do y'all know that all year the Eagles receivers dropped the ball only one time? All year, one time. And listen to this. There are 34 other QBs who have receivers drop more passes than Jalen Hurts did all year. 34. And listen to this, Tomo. Cooper Rush, Carson Wentz, Jackson Dart, Russell Wilson, Brock Purdy, Tyrod Taylor, and Max Brosmer. You ever know who that is? That's Carson Wentz backup. All those quarterbacks play less games than Jalen Hurts, and their receivers drop the ball more than Jalen Hurts receivers. So we can't blame the pass catchers. All right, we can't blame them. They are when they get thrown to, they catch the ball. 10 QBs average more drops a game than Hurts did all season. So we're not gonna blame the receivers. And out here, Cav saying stuff like this in the chat. Shout out to my boy Cav, by the way. You know, early in the season, they kind of tell Hurts where to go with the ball. And then, when you watch the Super Bowl, the NFC Championship game, it was Hurts doing his thing. So when Hurts doing good, it's Hurts doing his thing. When he's doing bad, it's not on Hurts. Now, don't get me wrong. AJ came in the chat and he put the blame on Hurts. Cal was making all these excuses for Hurts. I'm like, Cal, how long Hurts been in the league? They still got to tell him where to throw the ball at? I couldn't believe he said that. So, but it's the O-line and Hurts for this game. And AJ gave him the blame for that. So I get AJ props. I'm not giving Hurts the blame for any other game for real, except for this game. Now, let's pull up the footage. Let's talk about the O-line first. Yeah, we got together. Let's talk about the O-line first. I hope y'all can see that at home. Now, you watch the O-line right here. Look on the left side of the O-line. This is not Hurts' fault. It's the O-line. Look at the left side. Beat up. That is bad. It's on third down. Did y'all know on third down the last 2 games, the Eagles are 1-9? And guess what, y'all? They haven't been in a position to do the tush push on third down the last 2 games. So when they're not in a position to do the tush push, it's hard for them to convert on third down. Now, last night, they did do a tush push on third down, and that they didn't get, which was a fault. They had to do it on fourth down. You know what I mean? So that counts too. The only third down conversion they had last night was when Smitty, he threw it to Smitty in the red zone. Outside of that, they couldn't convert on third down. These are all third down plays I'm about to show y'all. Look at this right here. Look at Burns on the left. O-line again. This is not on Hurts right here. This is on the O-line. Look at the O-line. Hurts, boom. No time. It's third down. Is this the OC fault? Or is this the O-line fault right there?
Can I chime real quick?
I think the whole will say what I'm about to say. Go ahead.
So I think there's so much of an issue of them not being able to run the ball for them to put themselves in that third down and short, where the defense is now, they just turn around like, you know what? Hey, third down and long, we know they got to pass. So that's it, everybody. We going to make Jalen Hurts panic. So there's no pushing going on because we're selling out to stop the run on first and second down.
Yeah.
And I got go ahead. And I got one more thing to say too, though, Joe. And I don't think this also kind of doesn't help the Jalen Hurts quarterback thing either, because it's like your protection, right? If it's third and long, 9 times out of 10 you're going to pass. 9 times out of 10 they're going to blitz. So when you get to the line, that's what everybody been killing quarterbacks for, right? You get to the line, you got to know that the blitz is coming. So you got to be able to be like, okay, you got to get your protection right. And if you already know that your left guard is out, because I know Kev somewhere, he gonna type it up and be like, we got banged up offensive lineman. I think Dickerson was out. So if you know that your left side is your weakest side, you go back to the beginning of the play. Where was Saquon? Is Saquon on his right? If that's the case, then yeah, you need to move that over to let them know, like, hey, this is our weak side. We already know Lane gonna handle that over there, and you didn't. But still, Chip go out for the pass. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it kind of doesn't help. Last night was just a bad night for him. Like you said, I
That's a
can't
good
blame the
point.
OC for that. He put him in a position. He should have seen that and be like, no, no, no. Hey, Saquon, I need you here. Shift to protection, and then we gonna make a play. I'll let
Facts.
I'll let you go on.
Now, fact. I got one more for the O line. This is also the O line too. All right, on the left side. So Tomo, you look, Saquon on the right side again.
Nah, they shouldn't have gave us this.
You know that's a good stunt though. I'm not gonna lie. Like they kind of the D line did a good job. Look at the D line. They kind of it did like a little nice stunt. They switched.
See, but
I
that
mean,
goes. But that's good coaching and good
you know what I mean.
execution on the
So
Giants side, right? Because if you see Joe, you shouldn't have put the film up there. Now only I can execute the game a little bit better because then because you looking at it, it's like, bro, the Giants knew that if we hit this stunt on that weak side, we can get
yeah,
that left guard because it's already been there without a stunt. So imagine if
that's
we
two
do it
times.
there.
No, the one before that was the same stunt, same thing.
And this goes back to what DeVore was saying earlier. It's the same play. It's the same play.
Now this right here for Chris. Now this is when it's Hurst's fault, Chris. This is third down. I want y'all to watch Jahan Dawson. Jahan Dawson is on the outside on the right. Watch Jahan Dawson. Wide open. Wide open. And Hurst threw it right there. Threw the Saquon Barkley. Wide open. That's on Hurts. Not seeing his receiver open. And it's not like he was like, now he went out the pocket, but he got a hit Jahan Dawson right there. Jahan Dawson wide open. And even Amazon circled him like, bro, throwing the ball. Throwing the ball. Amazon circled it. This right here. Watch AJ Brown. This is why AJ Brown is mad. This is before the half when he pulled the Dak Prescott. Sorry, Tomo. AJ Brown on the top left. Wide open. Look. But instead, he ran it. And you know, it's funny. The commentator said he needs to get to the 45. AJ was right at the 45-yard line. Watch AJ Brown again. Look. Open.
Why you had to bring back old wounds, bro? I just thought you talking about the 49ers game.
And then watch this. Watch Smitty on the far right. He gonna get mad when they don't get this ball off in time. Watch Smitty on the far right. Watch Smitty. Mad. He like, come on, man. And then we all know this one right here. This also third down. This is an overthrow. Smitty wide open. Busted coverage. Wide open. Busted coverage. Overthrows him. And then last but not least, the one I posted in the chat, we all know about this one, the pick six. AJ Brown wide open in the middle. And he throws it to the sideline to Dawson. Wide open. Right there. He put his hand up and everything. This is why AJ Brown frustrated. Little stuff like this. You know, so okay, Carl. But that's why he's frustrated. Stuff like that. So I think this game is definitely Jalen Hurts and the offensive line having issues. Sorry if I was long-winded.
No. You have videos and everything, so this is perfect. You're saying if we going off of this game, I think this game was the pot tipping over. Like we've been saying it for the last few seasons. The Eagles find ways to win these games when they're playing up against teams that they are superior for, right? They find ways to win games when technically, I know fans been saying that they want them to blow them out and be like, hey man, look, we're better than them. We should be able to beat them by 20. But again, the NFL is the NFL, right? The Broncos game was the Broncos game was just, I don't even know what to say about that one because it's a 14-point deficit. So then you already got temperaments there. Then you say a short week, we should be able to erase it, come back Thursday, and then find a way. But you only do that when the chemistry in the locker room is good. The chemistry in the locker room for this Super Bowl winning team makes no sense to me. I've never seen a team win the Super Bowl like they won it and come back the next year and everybody's frustrated. Like I just don't understand it. It started from the banner night when people said they want to watch the banner drop, and then people said they don't want to watch the banner drop. It was confusion from that day. And then that game, you see how it played out. Again, you're going up against a division opponent week one. Things are going to happen. New coordinators, well, new offensive coordinator, because Vic been there. Few drops, people say maybe that goes the Cowboys' way. We don't know. So that's one game. Then you go another game where it's just like, what's wrong with the offense? Because technically after that week one, what was the first thing you said? The whole game, AJ Brown hasn't been targeted the entire game. It took a CD Lamb drop for them to win the game, and then it'd be like, hey, oh yeah, here's AJ, and then they give him the ball. Then they have another game where they would just like they just give AJ the passes just to be like, all right, just to hush him up on the sideline. Then, like you said, on Unfazed, Joe, at some point, Smitty started talking. Now Smitty's like, I don't even like what's going on here.
Oh, we caught him. We caught him in this game. He had the towel over his mouth talking. Nah, we know what you talking about. We
Then,
know what you talking about.
then it was like another clip where the offensive coordinator was talking to Smitty, and he was just like, whatever, bro. It's just getting to the point where I think the revolving door of offensive coordinators and this team trying to figure out who they are is causing confusion. Because again, we know what the Eagles should be. I think they know who they should be. But somewhere in the coaching staff or someone is just saying, no, we want you all to do it this way. We went and got Saquon Barkley so he can run the ball and then we pass it. But if you AJ Brown, you got to understand that. I think Smitty understands that. I think Dallas Goedert, who was on the trading block, didn't get traded, found a way to still make plays in each game. If I'm anybody in the locker room, if Dallas Goedert should be the most upset because they literally had him on the trading block. So if I'm him sitting in the locker room, I'm looking at AJ Brown like, what you complaining for? You got a contract extension. Smitty, you got a contract extension. Every week they trying to trade me. And yet I'm the only one that's still making plays. No frustration. I'm not coming out here upset or nothing. I'm out here balling. So technically, and this is for Blaze and any other person who see me with this cowboy hat on, I know we're a circus in the media, but it sounds like y'all got more issues in your locker room than what we got right now. And we traded Micah.
Do y'all remember the reason why Hollywood Brown didn't want to sign back with the Ravens?
No.
Wow.
He said he didn't want to play with Lamar. And that's that was the reason. And this is what you see the aftermath of receivers not being happy with quarterbacks that don't get them the ball. Like it's understandable. The receivers under contract, but they still have incentives to hit. So they're not hitting those incentives, they're not going to be happy. So this is what we do. We run the ball and we set up the play action. That's what Jalen Hurts does. That's what Lamar Jackson does. The Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens have been one of the top rushing teams in the league for the past 5 or 6 years. Unfortunately, the philosophy doesn't fit AJ Brown, which is somebody that you need to feed the ball. So you just gonna have, in my honest opinion, I feel like they should just go ahead and just cut ties with him and go ahead and see what you can get in return for putting him up there for a trade.
You know what? I remember he did not say I don't want to play with Lamar. He said he don't want to play with a run first offense. That's
in a nutshell.
Yeah, yeah. He said he's gone auto and a lot. Yeah, he didn't say I don't want to play Lamar. He said that I want to play in a run first. I don't want to play in a run first scheme, basically. That's what he said. But the man was getting the ball though. He's the only person that got him and Mark Andrews. If he could catch the ball, boy, he would have more receptions.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a systematic thing, to be honest. It's a systematic thing. Run first offense or pass first offense, it still comes down to the quarterback. The offensive coordinator plays to the tendencies of the quarterback. And if that's what you do, that's what you're going to do. And I personally, if I was a receiver, I wouldn't want to play in that type of scheme either because I want the ball.
He was getting the ball.
Yeah. That's
how they're getting it is the problem.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like if we're talking about a whole bunch of screen passes, short throws, no. Like we want to be able to stretch the field, be able to get some deep posts, some deep corners. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he was getting the ball, but at the same time, how he's getting it is the problem.
Okay, if you Hollywood, I agree with you. If you AJ Brown, no, because that's your thing. Like he's a yak receiver. So if you AJ Brown, I can see you being upset there. But if you Hollywood, yeah, you a speedster, you like throw the ball down the field. I can see where you're coming from in that standpoint. But
I'm sorry, Tom. Real quick. Hollywood Brown, his rookie year, in 11 games, he got 71 targets. Then he got 100 targets. Then his last year in Baltimore, he got 146 targets.
How many receptions?
Nah,
91.
he was known for
He should
dropping the
have
ball.
more.
He was known for dropping it though.
Yeah, he was dropping it. Hey,
That man had
you read
146
you read the
1,000
report. That's what he
here.
said. Now, I may have gave you the raw uncut version of what he was really saying. He just put that out there as the media version. But I gave you the wide receiver in the locker room version. We don't throw the ball to me enough the way I want it.
Well, hey, we gonna let you handle the Raven side of things because they definitely they backstage waiting for you.
I know they're gonna get you in the chat. But go ahead.
But I think the overarching thing that we all can agree with right now, what's the Eagles' biggest problem? He is a top 5 head coach, right? He is a good head coach. But I think at this point, the biggest problem is the head coach not being able to rein in his locker room before it gets to the media. Like the one thing I've been hearing from Eagles fans in the chat, and it makes sense, is why is none of this in-house? And this is why it's kind of funny because, again, they laugh at the Cowboys for doing stuff like this. But technically, it's not. I don't think it's the players outside of when Micah had his podcast bringing it to the media. It was Jerry starting up stuff. You literally have AJ Brown now at the end of post game saying, "I don't remember a meeting. I don't remember doing this." And Joe, remember we had Kev on here, and he kept saying they was friends. And I sat back in my chair and I was like, "Kev, I don't think they buddies, bro." And he just kept saying, "Nah, they got." I'm like, "I'm trying to tell you because if that's your friend, why you keep going to the media making them speculate things? Like you should be the first one to stop all of that. Like, granted, you frustrated. We know that. We can see it on your face. Hell, Saquon left the Giants. You don't think last night was another big night for him? He wanted to go off. He's frustrated. But to come out and be like, nah, we never met. I don't know what you're talking about. That's another thing. Now they got to answer that in the locker room for the rest of the weekend. Now they got to talk about that all the way up until Sunday, or well, basically Saturday. But for the NFL, it's going to be Sunday. But I see what you're saying. He's not the biggest issue, but the biggest issue is him not reigning in the locker room, like keeping it in house. He needs to keep his players be like, look, whatever we have going on in here, you address it with me, and then I address the media. Don't you all keep giving them room to speculate what's going on in here.
You know what? That's a problem too. Both of y'all saying are problems, but I see what AJ is saying, because the fact that he's not a great play caller himself. Think about it. The OC is going over the game plan with the head coach before every game.
Who had him?
Sirianni. So that's what AJ is saying, though. AJ is saying his no. That's AJ is saying that. He's saying that's his biggest problem. His inability to run the offense, call plays, because the OC is coming to Sirianni before every game, and like, this is the game plan. And Sirianni like, okay, cool. He's not saying like, you know what? No, I don't know what he's saying, but he's not a great play caller. And that's why when people say he's not a great play caller, and that's why I got such and such over him, now you see why. Now you see why people pick Sean McVay over Sirianni, because he wouldn't have this issue. He would not have a play calling issue. I don't care who the OC is. Kyle Shanahan, he won't get like, come on now, we're not going to have this issue.
But Joe,
go ahead.
This guy was with Sirianni when he first got hired, right? Out of all the OCs that were out there, this is what I mean. But no, but out of all the OCs they had, he's been around play callers who could make a game plan come together. You can compare the two and be like, well, this ain't that. And I kill Kellen Moore. I kill him all the time. But what they had last year was gold. If you my homie, and this is his homie, right? If you my homie, I'm gonna come to you and be like, hey, whatever we did last year, if you could just sprinkle a little bit of salt on top of it, then we're good. You don't even have to change anything. He could have kept the same exact play calls from last year and put his name on it, and it would have been perfect.
But it's not the plays. It's
the play calling.
You're doing it. You know how a play calling is. It's not. It's obviously you want to pick the right play, but every play is designed to succeed. It's about when are you calling these plays, the timing of it. And Sirianni never been good at that.
But I heard
you're saying he should have took notes when Kellen Moore was around.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
That's what you were saying.
Also, I mean, I know you want to hire your friend, but after 3 weeks, you see what you got. You gotta pull him to the side too and be like, "Hey, bro, you gotta fix something here. Something."
They made adjustments though. Like he wasn't a problem yesterday. Like they started to throw the ball more.
They did that because of.
I mean, they changed something. Now, don't get me wrong. Against the Broncos, they should have ran the ball more. Now, I think Saquon injury has something to do with it, though. Remember going out the game, he was hurt. Maybe because he only had 6 carries. So they were up by double digits, 2 possessions, and they're sitting here throwing the ball still, going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. So, but in this game, they were running. They should have ran. I think they should have been more committed to the run because Saquon, there were times when he got hit behind the line of scrimmage, but there were also times when he got 10 plus yards. Like, you got to keep feeding the rock. And you know how Saquon is, bro. Like, even with the Giants with a bad O-line, you keep feeding him, he going to break off a 60-yarder. That's how Saquon is. You gotta give him carries. He led the NFL in carries last year. So, yeah.
Why can't Hurt make the adjustments like FJA said? Would y'all? Hey, I said that. I don't know if you was here, Vaughn. I was like, he should have made the adjustment when Joe was playing the video. Like, he should have made the adjustment at the line. I can't call that, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's it's offensive coordinators in the revolving door that he can't sit down with the same one and make something shake. Like, there's no chemistry there. I don't know. I can't answer that. But the person who can answer that is the head coach.
Facts. So, but the locker room thing that's always a head coach problem.
Yeah.
Always. And this is every year, bro.
Man, I knew this topic was gonna be a good one. You got the comments going.
I ain't gonna lie, I spent the more from the boy. You know, I did. I think you're gonna come in here with like
I left an article in the chat for Carl. I left it for Carl. I know Carl backstage, ain't he?
Nah, he's not backstage, but I'll make sure you get it.
He got both of the birds mad at him now in the chat.
Oh, they waiting for you. So when you leave, bro, that NFL chat gonna be waiting for you.
I can't wait.
But I always say, man, you got any last words?
As far as the Eagles is concerned, man, I feel like Jalen Hurts showed his true colors in the fourth quarter. And what defines a quarterback is how you perform behind by a couple of scores. And they had the opportunity to make this a one-possession game, and he ended up throwing that crucial interception, which I believe it got returned back for like 60-plus yards or something like that. So these are things that have been a constant over the course of his career, and it drives me nuts that I consistently keep seeing people think that he's a top 5 quarterback, when, to be honest, he's probably, well, Joe knows this. I said this to him multiple times, probably borderline. He's probably 15 to me, to be honest. So I feel like this is a rude awakening for a lot of Philadelphia Eagles fans, where it's like, look, if we behind and we down, we might as well go ahead and throw it a towel.
I'm gonna get you prepared. There's gonna be a stat in the chat for you that they're waiting for you there too. They've been saying it for the last 2 years, so I'm gonna just let you know that, man. I'm gonna say this. We appreciate you coming on. Sir. We're gonna definitely get you back because we're gonna talk. We talked about one problem team, but you are a Dolphins fan, so we're gonna get you back. We gotta talk about the Dolphins too.
I gotta remind people that you're Dolphins fan.
This is the Eagle topic today.
I got you. All right, we appreciate that, DeVore.
I appreciate it, fellas.
All right, man.
All right, appreciate you.
Joe, I wish they would have played on Sunday, man. We got the people riled up on a Friday evening, man. I know it's getting cold outside, so I'm glad y'all here sticking around with us. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button. When you chop this one up too, Joe, them TikToks is going to go crazy. I'm just letting you know,
especially Jalen Hurts rank.
Woo, 15.
That's definitely getting clipped up.
15. But let me get my stage ready, because like I said, man, we like pilots up here, man. We building this plane while it's in the air.